So we're going to play with that for just a real quick second because I want to introduce you a little bit to the process and the parts, and then we'll continue on with the memories and it'll make a little more sense. So I want you to think of a happy experience, something maybe a birthday party, a graduation, vacation, whatever it is. Think of a happy experience. And so everybody got a happy experience in their mind? Good. Now, when you look at that memory of that experience, do you see yourself in that memory? How many see themselves? Two, three, and Marissa, no. Elizabeth, yes. And Jesse, were you able to see yourself? Good. So we have, and this is kind of how it works in general with clients. Most of the time, everyone's going to be able to see themselves in the memory. Once in a while, we'll get a Marissa who's looking at her own eyes, right? And that's perfectly fine too. That's just how it shows up. Now, typically though, when what we call associated, you're in the memory and you're looking at your own eyes, it's a little more strong, and so the feelings are there. And keep that in mind as we're going forward. But for Marissa, what I want you to do is pull up that memory and you're in it. But I want you to imagine stepping sideways so you can look at yourself. See if you can do that. Can you? All right. So now everyone now can see themselves in the memory. And that's what we call a stuck in the memory part, and kind of self-explanatory. That little you is stuck in that particular memory, and that's pretty much the extent of her knowledge is what's happening in that moment. Um, so what I want you guys to do now, and this is where it gets a little weird, is I want you to say hi to that little you in that memory. So whatever is happening, just say hi to her and ask her, see if she waves back, see if she acknowledges you in any way. Maybe ask her how she's feeling. And who got a response from that you in the memory? Two, three, four, five. No response, Jennifer? Ask her if she can hear you. And she said yes. Excellent. All right, so good. So typically this is the way it works, is that we can get a response, we can say hi. So for her, that little you in the memory there, that good memory, it's a good memory. So we're not going to mess with that at all. We're just going to say, have a great day. Thanks for saying hi. And then come on back to here to me. And that's how we're going to be working with memories. Now, obviously, we're typically not working with the greatest, funnest memories. We're typically working with the upsetting memories. So there's techniques that we'll get into, but that's the part that we're going to try to heal too. Now, who noticed that when you said hi, or as soon as you were able to interact with her, you felt some of that good, happy feeling from that time, right? So same process in the other way. When they go into the memory and say hi to them little self in the memory, if it's a negative memory, they're going to feel some of that as well. So just kind of be aware of that. So we'll talk more about what to do in those moments. But that's the part we're going to be trying to heal. And that's called a stuck in the memory part. So we're going to switch gears now to a bigger part and kind of doing this in reverse order of how we will do it in practice. But for right now, I want you to think of a bigger emotion. And if you want to use happiness, we can certainly use happy. So everyone's probably feeling a little bit of the happy feelings from that memory still. Or you can think about that memory, think about how it felt, and feel a little bit of that happy feeling in your body. And I want you to see if you can get to a sensation of some kind. It doesn't have to be super strong, but a little bit of that happy feeling in your body. Can everyone kind of find that a little bit? Good. Anybody not find the feeling itself, feeling a little happy? Good. So now the weird part is I want you to say hi to that feeling, like as a person in your own mind. Just say hi to it. Ask it the feeling of happiness if it can hear you. See if you get some sort of response in your mind. Sometimes it's an increase in the feeling. Sometimes it's a verbal, oh yeah, I can hear you. Sometimes it's a knowing. See if you can say hi to your happy part and see if it says anything back to you. You can ask it if it knows who you are. And anybody getting a response from their happy part? A little bit, good, good, excellent. And if you didn't, just ask it another question. Ask it if it knows, if it has a job. See if it tells you it has a job. If you get a little bit of a dialogue, I want you to ask it what it looks like. Ask it to give you a picture of itself, an image in your mind. And whatever it gives you is perfectly fine. Ask that happy feeling to give you a picture of itself in your mind. Awesome. Awesome. So everyone got great images and was able to get some dialogue and an image. So you just met your happy part, right? And so that's what we would call a freestanding part because it's not associated with any one particular memory. In fact, it has a set of memories. Guess what kind of memories happy has? Happy memories, correct. Right. So this is kind of, think of this freestanding part like a bucket of memories. So if we were to work on happy memories for whatever reason, we would go to happy, ask for a memory, and it would give us a memory and go work on it. Obviously, we're not usually working with happy. We're usually working with anxious or angry or sad or something else. But the same process. We get the feeling, we get the image, we ask it for a memory, then we go and check on our little memory self in the memory. And work with that little part of us in the memory. So the stuck in the memory, the like the happy memory that you guys came up with first, with every memory, all the hundreds of thousands of memories you have, there's going to be a representation of you in that memory, right? That's how our brain codes these memories. Now with the feeling, the bigger feeling, the happy part that we found, freestanding part, that could be an image of anything. It could be the sun, it could be inside out, it could be whatever it is. We've got all sorts of different images just here. But that bigger part is what's going to hold those memories like a bucket. And then we go to that part and we got to work with it because it can shut us down too. It can say, nope, I'm not going to share and you can't work. And so we got to be nice to these parts. We got to work with them, address any concerns that they have, and then continue on. So those are our two main parts I just exposed you to or introduced you to, and then we'll kind of use those kind of parts in our work here.